Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Non-League to Premier League here with Bath City. Sitting in 4th on 81 points. Really, it's been a great season for us, considering what we thought at the start of the season, and the fact that half our starting lineup are still players from the league below who have came up with us. Quite an easy game it should be against 20th place Hartlepool today. No win for them in 5. Then again, our run of form hasn't been great despite our 4-1 win in the last episode. We didn't win in 5 before that. You'll see the youth player Clinton Daly signed his contract with us. Decided he should probably be in that DM spot, especially due to his height. He's only about 5'10" there. What I will say is he is part English, part Jamaican, so he could represent the Jamaican national team as he gets older, which I believe he will, with the kind of stats and the kind of player he is. I'm looking to potentially play him in the next game if I can find him here in my team. Here he is, Clinton Daly. What a man. You know, when I sign youth players, I like to try and play him straight away, and he's actually going to come in, and so's Warraher, and this is what I expect my future midfield to be in a season or two. 23-year-old Angel Warraher and Clinton Daly. Probably not the strongest of midfields in reality, but, you know, we're playing 20th place. I want to try these youth players. I want to get them involved. You'll find Diop back on the bench, looking for fitness. Alves is back in the starting lineup as well. But this is how we line up today. One of our strongest lines we got against 20th place. So I'm hoping we should win this game. I want to try and keep the run of form going, which is why I'm playing a stronger lineup. And keep the run going. So here we go. Harrogate, like I said, sitting in 20th. Bath City here sitting in 4th place. And I'm just looking for a good team performance, and I'm looking to see if / what Clint Daly can do in that sort of DM centre mid spot, which should suit him for the future, provided I stick with this kind of formation. An early free kick for Bath. It's Georgiou. He's going to go for the shot. Good save there by Cooper in goal. A good tester in the first 10 minutes. Bath dominating already. 4 shots, 4 on target inside 15 minutes. And here comes another opportunity potentially. Georgiou now. It's Jenkins-Davies. Georgiou to Jenkins-Davies, loses the ball, and Barton plays it forward. A counter-attack is on here for Harrogate as Onguiers runs down the wing. Slows play down, he's looking for a player. Bath almost win the tackle. That's a good shot. That hits the bar. Casagrande might have just had that covered. But regardless, that is an opportunity for the opponents. Things have calmed down after the opening 10 minutes with Bath. Were dominating with 4 shots, 4 on target. 10 minutes later, no additional chances have been made. Hartlepool are seeming to push their team up a bit more. I've just been advised Casagrande is going to go long with this kick, which he does towards Afoki. Afoki can't win the header. In the midfield to Barton. Forward to Reed. Almost intercepted, but not quite. It just falls back. And Onguiers, who looked dangerous earlier on, gets another opportunity and puts Hartlepool in the lead. And no messing around. We're going slightly more attacking in our formation here. Straight away. We had the opening 10 minutes, we were brilliant, but since then Hartlepool have managed to get a foothold in the game. And we need to rise to this occasion again. I'm stood there saying I'm playing potentially one of my strongest lineups against one of the lower down teams, and we find ourselves 1-0 down. It's not good enough. But the ball in there for Georgiou finds Windsor. And Windsor brings it back to 1-1. Quick reply there, just what we need as a team. Now, it's a good ball from Georgiou. Don't see many goals from corners in this game, especially not from us. But Windsor rises. To be honest, that's awful from Cooper. He's effectively parried it into his own net. Work the ball into the box. Yes, do that. And we are pretty much dominating here, Bath. But as always, we're not getting much for our domination. Pass out the wrong decision there in my eyes to try and play that long. But Daly steps in, but he just boots the ball against a Harrogate player. And that was another shot from a similar angle to earlier, just over the bar. They seem to like that angle or opposition. Batting into Parsal. Parsal drives forward to Warraher. An absolutely horrendous pass. Gives the ball away. Georgiou manages to win it back. He goes long, very long. Avoki's chasing it. It's picked up by Jenkins Davies now. And that is somehow a penalty. Pause the game. Pause the game. Orsi looks the best, but there's the man we want taking it. Did I get there in time? Was Jenkins Davies going to get it? No. Here he is, a 15-year-old on his debut. He's put it away. He's put it away. And puts Bath 2-1 up. The young youth player on his debut. Daly, wearing the number 36, the future of the club. And this is a bit better from Bath as we reach the half time. A few slightly tired players. We'll see how we go in the second half. But it's a good start from Daly. I'm glad I gave him that penalty. If he had missed it, I would have regretted it. But I'm glad we done it. Because he is one for the future as the company stands for our club. And I'm almost tempted again to say, if we don't get promoted, I don't think I'll be that annoyed. I can make the likes of Daly and Diop main team players next season, and they're just going to grow with the experience. And that's an awful clearance there. And Jenkins Davies should have put that away, but it's a good save from the keeper. Ball in, just about cleared, but it falls back to Ben. Daly steps in, interception forward to Avoki. Avoki now, no one ahead of him. He's just going to run. Holds the ball up well. Loses out, but Windsor picks up now. He has options. Avon Jones. To the byline. Cross it in. Someone's got to tap it in. And it's out for a throw in here to Bath. Deep in the Harrogate final third. Alves is looking tired. And that feels to me like a perfect time for the return of Diop. I'm also going to bring Beardy Boy on for Jenkins Davies. These two players are returning from injury, so it's important to get them a good half an hour or so within this game. And the main two youth players I've got at the moment, Diop and Daly, on the pitch together. And Diop, to be honest, has been very good for us every time he's stepped in the lineup. Out on that wide right. And Daly's having a very averagely sort of ticking it over game, doing exactly what he needs to do in the heart of the midfield. Obviously, his rating boosted by the fact that I gave him a penalty. But clearly, he's done more than just that penalty I gave him. And it's Batten now. Out to Parsal. He needs to go back to Casagrande. Back to Parsal. We'll look out wide to Georgiou. Inside to Beardmore off the bench. Out wide to Windsor. Windsor driving towards the box. Is anyone there? And it's Diop. The two youth players. And that I am very proud to see. These young men have came in since I've been manager. I'm giving them the opportunities. And so far, they are taking them. And there's all five of our subs used. A load of fresh legs on the pitch. The defence slightly tired with Parsal and Jones. But that should be fine to see out the game. 15 minutes to go. Bath City 3. Harrogate 1. I keep almost saying Hartlepool whenever I see the HAR. And we are looking good currently for the scoreline. Possibly even could have scored more. Jenkins Davies had a great opportunity. That was well saved, to be honest. And Windsor now on a free kick just on the edge of the final third. Swings that in. Parsal knocks it down. And it's my boy Beardmore. An absolute fantastic player. Absolutely fantastic season he's had. I already touched on it in the last couple of episodes that he beat his stats from last season already with about 7 games to go. And he's added another goal to that. So he's been involved in 2 more goals this season in at least 5 less games. Beardmore. And it's good to see that Clinton Daly had a good debut. Diop done well off the bench, getting that goal. I almost do now want to stay in this league so I can really develop these players, because I think the step up to League 2 for especially my youth players might be too big a jump for them. But I may have to look towards loans, hoping that they're at least first team or important players, so I know they will get opportunities out on loan. But honestly, what a game for the youngsters of Bath City. And we all know how good it feels when your youth players are breaking their way into the first team and performing. And I expect it won't be long before people are sniffing around trying to sign these youth players I have. There was already interest in Diop earlier in the year, and it won't be long before Daly is being hunted by some bigger teams. Quickly jump through these emails. Windsor on form. Daly scored on debut as the longest player. The Oval secure survival. Don't need any coaching advice. Suitable penalty takers. Yes, I believe Horsey should be as well. I only changed it last game to get my youngster a goal. But here we are, coming up against Southend, I believe. Where am I trying to look at? My calendar. This is officially the last game of the season. We will be playing against Southend, who are currently in second. So this game, to be honest, is meaningless, because Sutton are too far ahead of us and Dagenham and Redbridge are too far behind us. So we already have finished in 4th. But let's see how we fare, because once we played the Forest Green and Sutton, we've lost against both of them recently, and they are our playoff rivals. And it looks like Southend and Rochdale, the last game of the season, could decide who wins. But if Rochdale do win their final game, then we'll be playing Southend in the playoffs. So this is a big game to see where we stand in the playoffs. If you did enjoy this episode, please do like, please do subscribe. I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.